Phone trouble, as we are set to induct another member in the HIW Hall of Fame. It is my esteemed honor to welcome our inductor this evening. His family started right here in Saskatchewan and went on to contribute to professional wrestling away in Canada that is yet to be rivaled. And that, of course, is the Hart family and Stampede Wrestling. Along with his father, Stu, and his brothers, Bruce, Keith, Owen, Brett, and many more, they created one of the greatest dynasties of professional wrestling in the world, and arguably the greatest here in Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest inductor this evening, the legendary Ross Hart.
It's great to be here in Regina, where I have so many fantastic memories of our shows at the Regina Auditorium. And I want to say this right now, that the fans here, the hard-working performers, we've just seen 3 fantastic matches, and the entire staff have made High Impact Wrestling the best independent promotion in Canada and one of the very best in North America. So that's all to all you guys. This is where it's at as far as independent wrestling goes, and I want to thank promoter King Cash for having me as a special guest here on the File. Before I had the honor of inducting a very worthy recipient for this 2014 Hall of Fame award, I want to wish, with fans and wrestlers, to Principal Pound, John Cosman, best wishes for speedy recovery as he's battling lymphatic cancer. And John, we hope you get well and you'll be back in this ring sometime, and you'll be accepting a Hall of Fame induction as well. So best wishes to Principal Power. The person I'm honored of inducting has a lifetime achievement of accomplishments in service in the pro wrestling industry, especially with the Stampede promotion and more recently with the High Impact promotion. This man has done so much in the industry, I had to make a list here. I couldn't think off the top of my head of all the things that Bob Leonard has achieved and accomplished, but since his first introduction as, I think, as a referee in Saskatoon over 50 years ago on one of the early Stampede cards, Bob has made his mark in the industry in so many different ways. First and foremost, he was a renowned photographer, considered one of the best picture takers in the whole industry. His famous shots of the stomp by Archie the Stomper Goldie, or the elbow drop by Abdul the Butcher, were some of the best timed and photo capturing memories in the industry, and Bob was considered the very best, most elite photographer in Stampede Wrestling and all over the world. He was a TV color commentator on the Stampede Wrestling show, and also did tremendous work on the Stampede shows in Calgary during the famous Calgary Stampede. He was MC, ring announcer, and public relations director. He was head of publicity and public relations director for the shows weekly at the Regina Exhibition Auditorium. A great journalist and photographer, Bob's work and pictures were included in Ring Wrestling magazine, which is famous all over North America, Pro Wrestling Illustrated in North America, and The Wrestler, which was famous in Europe. He was also the head of public relations and MC for the WWE from 1986 to 1991. More recently, Bob promoted very successful shows at the Queen City Exhibition, with Stampede Wrestling returning to Regina for 2 years. Did a tremendous job there. And more recently, Bob was ring announcer and MC for High Impact Wrestling. Bob is still very active in the pro wrestling industry. He's executive director of the Cauliflower Alley Club, which is the longest serving alumni in professional wrestling. And to me personally, and for many, he's a longtime friend of wrestlers, promoters, and fans all over the world. So please join me in inducting in the class of 2014 High Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame, Mr. Bob Leonard. One of the great pioneers of the pro wrestling industry, and you've contributed so much to Stampede Wrestling and to High Impact Wrestling, so I had the honor of presenting to you the High Impact Wrestling Lifetime Achievement Award. Bob, can you share with us some of your memories with the pro wrestling industry?
57 years in this business. Ross Hart, my old friend, whom I've known since he was about that high. Thank you very much for your very kind words of introduction. I think you hit all the bases there. I can't think of anything you left out, but if it comes to me, I'll mention it. Thank you, all the guys around ringside. You have no idea at all.
Oh my God.
All the guys around ringside, you have no idea, believe me, no idea of what this means to me for all of you to come out here. This is an honor, a great honor. Thank you. I think you guys get the award for the noisiest arena in Canada. But you know, I'm very used to that. After all the years of doing what I did here in Regina particularly, we have had some of the hottest crowds in Regina that I've ever seen. I've been over a pretty good piece of North America wrestling shows, and believe me, you guys make the big. If I can take a few minutes to talk about high impact wrestling, indulge me for a moment. I worked for the earlier edition of high impact wrestling for a number of years as ring announcer, as many of you may remember. A really enjoyable time. Nowadays we have a brand new edition of high impact wrestling. King Cash, believe me, has made terrific strides, and I'll give you an example of that. This is one of the only two promotions in North America right now that I know of which has set up a tour of a couple of weeks. The only other one is down in the Maritimes, Emile Dupre's Atlantic Grand Prix Wrestling. They just finished a couple of weeks, and I think you're right in the middle, I believe, of the tour here. So much luck on the end of it. Believe me, keep up the good work. High Impact, you are doing one hell of a fine job. Okay, we've got plenty more wrestling left here, including a 30-man Pile of Bones Rumble. So let me take my leave, and before I do, let me say a very, very warm and sincere thank you to King Cash, all of the folks at High Impact Wrestling, all of the boys that came out here, and each and every one of you. Thank you.
On behalf of High Impact Wrestling, let's have a big hand